It's the camera or what?
Hey, Coach Tim, how you feel? Oh, they weren't kidding when you said you were bringing a speaker. Charlotte wasn't kidding. Charlotte.
Okay, looks like we have it now.
Chen brought the big speaker. You weren't kidding. Look at the speaker.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. You've been talking?
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Balboa Stadium, home of your very own San Diego Cavers JV and varsity girls soccer team. So right now, if you are just joining us, which you must because we have just started the stream a little bit late, but you haven't missed much of anything. Only 3 to 4 minutes have been played in this one. In fact, 36 minutes and 23 seconds are left to go in the first half. So again, we have just started this game. As Camila Rogers is badly fouled there by Mariah Newberry. The JV Caver girls today host the visiting Mira Mesa Marauders, a game in which they lost 2-0 last time back at Mira Mesa Stadium. And again, folks, the JV, the last game they played was Tuesday against Scripps Ranch, in which they unfortunately lost that one as the referee, they lost 3-1 as the referee has blown his whistle here, so this free kick will be retaken. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I'm your commentator, Joshua Pangan. On live stream audio and camera duties is owner and CEO of the company, Greg K. Porter. And this should be a fun one. This is JV's penultimate league game of the season before they play Christian back here at home next week on Tuesday. That's going to be their last league game of the season. And then on Thursday will be their last official game of the season, non-league affair, against the El Capitan Vaqueros. So then, this ball is put out of play, and again, let me tell you, the visiting Mira Mesa Marauders, by the way, again, the score is still 0-0. They're led by head coach Scott Parker today, who will also coach the varsity today. The usual varsity head coach, Brennan Tennell, is out of town, according to Scott Parker. And this is the visiting roster for Mira Mesa today, so you have number 10, Mia Shore. Number 28, Deanna Fordyce. Number 30, Tori Toman. Number 32, Adriana Chopsticks Martin. Number 34, Josephine Thibodeau. Goalkeeper number 42, Shiloh Hardeyes. Number 44, Mila Frierson. Number 48, Mariah Newberry. Number 50, Jana Blanchard. Number 52, Marissa Boomenlag. Number 29, Rihanna Goff. Number 31, Kristen Go. Number 33, Ashley Carolina Ramirez, and number 49, Tiara Newberry. So those are the Marauders. For your San Diego Cavers, their JV, Ada Werner starts in the net for them today at the left back and right back, or left wing back and right wing back. You have Shay O'Connor and Haley Colton. The center halves consist of Tara Moses and Juliet Law. The holding midfielder, or the 6 as the JV calls it, as they play in a 4-4-2 diamond, is Zoe Bozdinovich. And then flying down the wing, you can see Camila Rogers there. And that ball is going to trickle out for a goal kick. But the left mid is Chloe Agostini. The right mid is Olivia Pennick. The center attacking mid, or the 10, is Penelope Lombardo. And the 2 strikers up front are Valentina Prado and Camila Rogers. Caitlin Riley, Abigail Hyde, Charlize McAvoy, Kate Brigham, Caitlin Flores are all on the bench for today, as Sophie Delane is still out with her hand injury, and then you have Evie Hudson and Chloe Galliana cannot participate in today's JV game due to the fact that they played varsity on Tuesday against Scripps Ranch. Evie Hudson is sitting with her JV mates though, showing her support. As this ball will be thrown in on the far side of the pitch, it's brought down by Fearson. And that ball will go out of play for a Caver goal kick. Again, folks, if you are just joining our live stream, the score is 0-0 with 32 minutes and 43 seconds to go in this first half.
All capital letters.
Here's Shay O'Connor. O'Connor Now that ball's a little 1-2 there between Rihanna Goff and the others, and they could look to shoot, and Lombardo, it comes off Moses. Goff, and that's going to go wide. Rihanna Goff with a shot from distance, and it wasn't on target. So Werner will boot this one away. Werner to Juliet Law. Law. Again, the last time these two sides met, the Marauders came, they were victorious with a 2-0 victory. Kate Brigham was actually playing goalkeeper for the Cavers because Ada Werner was out injured. So, here is Haley Colton to throw this one in for the Cavers. Colton trying to pick out Pennick. And she's dispossessed off the ball, Olivia Pennick. And it will be a throw-in to the Mira Mesa Marauders. So again, the Cavers earlier this season were in a 4-3-3 formation, but as the season continued on into the latter stages, they switched their formation, JV did, to a 4-4-2 diamond. So here's the turn from Mira Mesa. Ball is clipped towards the middle, and Agostini will get there as she finds Camila Rogers. Here's Camila Rogers trying to lay it off for Valentina Prado, who's onside. Here we go. Rogers is making a surging run through the middle. Here's Valentina Prado. It's still Valentina Prado. Prado! Oh, saved by Hard Eyes. Shiloh Hard Eyes comes up big as Rogers tried to be there for the follow-up. Well, Prado went alone and she went for goal, but... Yeah, by the way, in their last match when these two played, as that ball is battled for on the left wing, it's won by the Marauders, as Lombardo will get into it. Valentina Prado got injured against this Marauders side last time out, which changed the course of the game for the Cavers, as that ball will trickle out of play for a Caver thrown on the near side of the pitch. But it changed the complexion of the game, it changed the story of the game, and hopefully this time around things will be different. But if you want to replay Valentina Prado's goal, you know, if you want to take a few skips back, as much as I love Valentina Prado, as great of a player as she is, I do believe that she probably should have laid that off in the middle for Camila Rogers, because Camila Rogers was wide open in a lot of space, and all Prado had to do was square it to Rogers there, and she had a tap in. But Shiloh Hard Eyes came up big with the save there, as Thibodeau headed away by Colton. But then, speaking of... so this throw will be taken by Mira Mesa. But so again, the JV stats, as I am bringing them up. Again, Prado does have 12 goals and 5 assists this season. Her partner up front, the strike partnership, Camila Rogers, with 13 goals and 9 assists this season, which leads the JV in goals and assists. So I don't know if I remember telling you guys this, as Moses, that plays out in a dangerous area shot, and a good save by Ada Werner. So Werner got there in time. The shot was taken out on the left a little there, as she will boot that one away. Here's Penelope Lombardo. Lombardo to Rogers. Here's Camila Rogers. Rogers, and she's dispossessed off the ball, Camila Rogers. Now Lombardo gets in the way. Here's Pennick. Now it's out wide for Rihanna Goff. Goff. Law's there. She's been nicked, and it's going to fall back to Rihanna Goff. Goff squares it to the middle, and that ball is going to be cleared by Colton. Big first touch, and oh, good move there from the Mira Mesa attacker there. Here's Bozinovic. Now it's brought down by Jamie DeVries. Colton headed on, and Werner should have it, and she will. So Ada Werner has had to stay alert and busy. 28 minutes, 20 seconds left to go. Still 0-0 in this one. Pennick brings it down. But like I was saying, folks, with the JV stats, Rogers leads this team in goals and assists. And I told Camila Rogers at the beginning of the season that I had a personal goal for her. I wanted her to get to at least 20 goal contributions this season, and she has done that. She has reached her goal. I told Prado the exact same thing, as Prado is making people fall on the ground here. I believe that's her, is that Adriana Martin? No, that's not. That's Ashley Hurd. As that ball's laid out for Camila Rogers. Camila Rogers, she has all the time in the world. One-on-one with the goalkeeper. Rogers! Oh, she shoots it over the bar. So it's a very similar, almost a carbon copy of her previous miss in the earlier game against Mira Mesa. So the Cavers have had two absolutely glorious chances to go up a goal and unfortunately couldn't convert and finish. Well, Camila Rogers is going to want to have that one back, and Prado is going to want to have her chance back as well, as Goff is back on the ball. But like I was saying, I told Valentina Prado, same goal as Camila Rogers, get 20 goal contributions this season. That was my personal goal to them, as that ball is going to be played towards Juliet Law, who's in a bit of a tight spot at the moment. Law, and that comes off of a Marauder thrown to the Cavers' far side. So Valentina Prado again, currently 12 goals and 5 assists. She scored the lone goal against Scripps Ranch last time out. So she currently has 17 goal contributions this season, 3 away of reaching her goal of 20. So again, we'll see how that plays out. That throw-in is played. Now the Marauders back on it. And that ball is going to be... Is that going to go out of play? Yes, it is. So, speaking of the Mira Mesa Marauders, we actually saw a couple of the players on this Mira Mesa team play this summer in the Coronado Crown City Classic Cup. It was Adriana Martin. She was one of the players. She's currently out injured for Mira Mesa, unfortunately. She was one of the players on that AYSO United team. Prado was another, of course, as Rogers is going to be miles offside here. She almost timed her run, but like I was saying, as it's still 0-0, by the way, Prado was on that team, Adriana Martin was on that team, and the goalkeeper, Shiloh Hardeyes, was also on that team as well. And there are more, but I just don't recognize them quite a bit. Another player that stood out to me from that side was Mary Hickson, who was Valentina Prado's striker partner in that game and for her club team. She currently plays for the team, the high school team Santana, who is having quite the season so far. They're doing very, very well, that Santana side. So that ball is going to be played back to Hardeyes. Prado trying to win it off of her club teammate. It won't happen that time. Ball's played, brought back down. Oh, good turn there from the Marauders, and now they're trying to attack on the left wing, but Jana Blanchard had it run out of play. So this is the last time that the AYSO United club teammates here will see each other, at least for league play for high school. They'll be back on their respective club teams once the season resumes, which shouldn't be too much longer after the high school playoffs conclude. So here's Balzinovic. And again, by the way, folks, says, oh, that's a mistake, and Tara Moses does really well of winning that ball back. Excellent challenge. Here's Lombardo. Mira Mesa playing a really high line. If you can look at all their center halves, they're right by the halfway line, trying to play the offside trap on Valentina Prado and Camila Rogers. Blanchard throws it in. Wide open they are on the left wing, the Marauders. Here comes the cross, and it comes off of Balzinovic last. Corner kick for Mira Mesa, far side of the corner flag. 24 minutes left to go in this one. 0-0 the scoreline still. And by the way, folks, if you've been enjoying this one so far, well, we are live streaming the game, so subscribe and like if you haven't already. Tell us where you're watching from in the world, who you're rooting for, and who your favorite players are. Make sure you go ahead and do that because we are GK Sports and we are at the game. Here's the corner kick. Whipped in, a high arcing one, and it's brought down, and Werner will claim. So Rogers is calling for it. I think Werner, yep, she'll try to pick her out. Ball takes a bounce. Flicked on. Goes over, it hits the head of Balzinovic. Headed on again. Now played out wide by Tiara Newberry out to the left wing. She plays it for Mariah Newberry, her sister. Newberry crosses it in the box, and it's going to be cleared by Juliet Law. Only as far as Hurd, and that's going to be another corner kick for the Mira Mesa Marauders. So the weather today, by the way, at Balboa Stadium, that's where we're located, San Diego, California. We're right by downtown San Diego, and we're close by the San Diego Zoo. Weather is quite nice today. As you can see, not really a cloud in the sky, all sunny blue skies. As that ball headed, and Werner makes the save. Getting there, her head to it was Jana Blanchard, but she headed it right at Ada Werner. So, as our weather here is quite nice. On the East Coast, it is a bit different, a bit colder out there, so hopefully it'll warm up for you viewers all the way out east, as this is going to be a throw-in. And oh, look at this, a quadruple substitution then for the Mira Mesa Marauders. Let's see who's coming on and who's coming off. Again, folks, please tell us where you're watching from, as Kate Brigham, Captain Kate, will come on for the Cavers. She'll come on for Tara Moses. So then, referee to blow his whistle here. And to throw this one in. As here's Lombardo. Flicked on. Lombardo trying to get there. Now it's passed forward. Brought down again by the Marauders. Kate Brigham immediately into the action for the Cavers. Kate to Zoe. Zoe trying to thread one through for Camila Rogers. Here's Agostini to Lombardo. Lombardo, that's going to fall to Pennick. Again, look at how high the Mira Mesa Marauders line is, which again, it's a very good idea for an offside trap. But one through ball and they get it wrong, and something like this could happen as they get back and recover in time. So while playing an offside trap, while having a backline that high, you have to make sure all your defenders are very, very disciplined and try to avoid errors, as here's one. Here's Camila Rogers. Rogers trying to play it through for Valentina Prado, and it's a little too ahead of Valentina, as Shiloh Hardeyes will claim this one. And it looks like Charlize McAvoy is warming up on the touchline for the Cavers. That ball's going to roll out of play, and Mia Shore, who we saw on varsity the last time these two sides met, will be the one to throw it in for the Marauders. So, throw-in to be played. Here's the throw-in. 1-2 with Shore, but it rolls out of play. Throw-in by Colton. Prado. Pennick. And that should be a throw into the Cavers, I believe, and it will be. So the Cavers slowly working their way down the line on the far side of the pitch. Substitutions to be made again. Charlize McAvoy will make her way on the pitch for Chloe Agostini, and Caitlin Riley will make her way on the pitch for Penelope Lombardo. 20 minutes left to go in this first half, halfway through. Again, Penelope Lombardo, 5 goals, 3 assists this season. Meanwhile, Chloe Agostini, 5 goals and 5 assists this season. Much improved sophomore season for Agostini, as she's gotten a lot better since her freshman one. This is Boomenlag. Boomenlag. Balzinovic. Boomenlag again. Back to Balzinovic. Here's Pennick. And that ball's going to fall back to Balzinovic. Here's Riley. Prado, it's threaded through for Valentina Prado, and the Mira Mesa Marauder defense gets back to their line. Oh, look at this run. Now here's Pennick. Pennick. And that's going to go off of Mia Shore. And Haley Colton will have a throw-in to take for the Cavers. By the way, the Cavers JV squad this season, current record 6 wins, 7 losses. But they have a better record this season than their varsity counterparts, who have 4 wins and 10 losses. So unfortunately for both sides, they aren't at 500 or above 500, but the JV hopes to change things, as Prado is going to use her pace here on the right wing. Look at the pace of Valentina Prado. Prado trying to hold the ball up here. Still Valentina Prado. Still Valentina Prado. Prado tries to win a corner kick, and she's dispossessed off the ball that time. So again, the Mira Mesa Marauders, their defense, their team in general, as getting on this is Fordyce. Here's Fordyce on Juliet Law trying to win the ball off of her. Fordyce on the turn, and Law does well defensively to win it back. But it's won back immediately, this time by Frierson. Played out wide again, and another throw-in. But like I was saying, this Mira Mesa side, they know Valentina Prado quite well. They know what she's capable of. They know her as a player. So that is a big advantage for them coming into this game on how to try to slow her down and contain her. So throw-in to be played by Mia Shore. Shore. This is brought down by Thibodeau. Back to Shore, and Prado putting on the pressure that time. It'll fall right back out to Santos. Santos trying to switch the focal point of attack for the Marauders. That'll fall for Camila Rogers. Here's Mills. Mills on the ball. Mills trying to thread it through, and Prado is, yeah, she knew she was offside as well. So that's exactly what I'm talking about from the Mira Mesa Marauder defense. Again, if you want to play that high of a line, if you want to play that offside trap, the defenders are looking at each other, making sure that they're all in the same line, so that when they step up, Prado will be offside to the through ball. So far, it has worked to perfection. So props to the Marauders, and that's one way to contain Valentina Prado. Here's Balzinovic. Pennick. Rogers trying to pick out Prado here. Prado missed it that time. Here's Balzinovic. Zoe. McAvoy. Rogers on the turn. And here's Balzinovic again. Pennick. Balzinovic. Here is Colton. Colton will try to clip a through ball in for Rogers and Prado to give chase. And Prado will get there first, but Hard Eyes is going to get there. So that is exactly what I want to see more of from the Cavers this evening. How do you beat that offside trap? How do you play that high line? Well, you have someone like Haley Colton just trying to play the through ball in over the top, just a little dink over the top, and then Prado and Rogers are pacey enough and they should be able to get there in time. It's working. So then, here's Pennick. Ball takes a bounce. Done by Colton. Here's Pennick again. But again, that's how this Cavers side is going to beat Mira Mesa if they continue to try to drill in the offside trap tactics. That's how they're going to beat them, through a ball over the top counter-attacking football. As that ball's played, here's Haley Colton. Colton trying to pick out Prado there initially, and they're going to reset to Shiloh Hard Eyes. So here's Hard Eyes, who has had quite the first half, you know, a big save against her clubmate Prado to keep the scoreline at 0-0 here with 15 minutes and 17 seconds left to go. And then she was lucky Camila Rogers wasn't on target as Balzinovic wins that ball back. Here's Pennick. Pennick trying to play it through for Camila Rogers, who I think is onside. Yes, she is. Here's Rogers. Rogers! Oh, what a save by Hard Eyes. Will it go in? And it's wide. Corner kick. So Camila Rogers Mills with another big chance, and Shiloh Hard Eyes coming up big again, denying Rogers. It's what she did in the first game as well. So here's the corner kick. Can Camila Rogers pick someone out here? Can she get her 10th assist of the campaign? Rogers. It's going to fall to Balzinovic. Balzinovic clips it in, and that's going to be no trouble for Hard Eyes. So here's Hard Eyes again, as she's going to try to pick out her winger there. That's going to be Fordyce. Fordyce, did she keep that in play? And oh boy, ooh, Fordyce took a slip on the track there. And thankfully she's okay. So here's Caitlin Flores, who will be making her way on for Pennick, and Chloe Agostini will be making her way on for Valentina Prado. So let's see what these changes come out to. By the way, folks, I just wanted to let you know, with 14 minutes left for the second season running, we at GK Sports here are partnered for the second season in a row with TCT Tax. Let me tell you something about them, folks. TCT Tax will help you with all of your tax needs. They will maximize your refunds and lower your taxes. Don't let the IRS from levying your house or your bank accounts, because, well, we wouldn't want that, would we? We don't want things taken away from us, especially if they're hard worked and earned. So go ahead and do your taxes with TCT Tax right after this game or the varsity game. Go check them out, tct-tax.com. So 13:25 left, 0-0 the scoreline still. And speaking of this game, if you want to see more Caver highlights and more Caver games, and some Coronado games, some Cathedral games even, some Grossmont games even. It's all on our website, gksports.org, ladies and gentlemen. That's where it is at. That is where all of the fun in the games are at. Not just our YouTube, but that website. You could also follow us on all of our social media outlets there. It's a one-stop shop for that. Social media, GK Sports 1 is our Twitter. Catch us on the double on Instagram, GK Sports 2. And, of course, we're on Facebook as well, GK Sports. So let's get the followers up there where the conversation's always had. And again, I, of course, do live interviews with coaches and players alike on Instagram. So that's always a lot of fun as well. So back to the match then. On the ball is Mia Shore. Shore clips it forward, but it's gone too far wide. and the Cavers will have a throw-in on the far side of the pitch with 12 and a half, a little under 12 and a half minutes left to go in this one, with the scoreline still being 0-0. Again, folks, here at Balboa Stadium, home of the Cavers. You know, right by downtown San Diego and the world-famous San Diego Zoo. So this throw-in will be played. Comes off. Here's Agostini. And Shore shields her away from the ball that time. So then, throw-in played. And by the way, just want to let you know, for all of you basketball fans out there as well, that's a brilliant piece of skill there from Newberry. For all of you basketball fans out there, we haven't forgotten about you guys, about you lot, because coming around next week, there is a very big chance that we will be doing a basketball game for Grossmont, their girls varsity basketball team, who are having quite the year, quite the season this season. We might just be doing them next week on Friday, so you're not going to want to miss that, as this ball is played to Chloe Agostini. Speaking of basketball, by the way, folks, I actually am a commentator for the professional basketball team of the San Diego Geniuses. They are a brand new team in the ABA. ABA stands for American Basketball Association, as McAvoy is fouled there by Rihanna Goff. But yeah, look it up, American Basketball Association, ABA. We have a brand new team this year, the San Diego Geniuses. I'm the commentator for them. Again, they are a professional team. So yeah, don't worry, folks. I don't just do football. I do basketball as well. Here's the speedy Chloe Agostini trying to win this ball back. And she does. Agostini finds Camila Rogers. Here's Rogers. Rogers crossing it to the middle. It could fall to Agostini. It's going to fall. Flores shoots, and it's going to go wide. Also, the man, the myth, the legend, who is usually on camera, audio, and live streaming duties, Pablo Espinal. He also does basketball as well. He does it for Southwestern College and whatnot. So again, folks, I'm telling you, for you basketball fans out there right now, as Lombardo checks in for Riley, you are in very good hands when it comes to me and Pablo, because we do it for, again, college teams and a professional team. So you're in good hands, I promise you that. So here they come again. Here's Bozinovic trying to win the ball back, and oh, the Marauders can launch a counter here if they play their cards right. And here they come. Flying down that wing is Adriana Martin, I believe. And Martin, and that's going to be cleared. It's still going. Oh, was there a handball in the box there? I'm not sure. Bozinovic, and that's going to fall to Werner. Or excuse me, that was that Adriana Martin or Hurd? I think it was Ashley Hurd that time. Yes, Hurd.
Talking about the football playoffs, the soccer playoffs from last year.
So then Agostini, oh, she did a really good job to try to keep that in play. And by the way, folks, with the playoffs coming around for football, and of course I'm talking about this sport you're watching right now. Last season was quite the season for the playoffs. You know, I remember we did a Division III final with Sage Creek and the La Jolla Vikings. That La Jolla Vikings squad consisted of people such as Mia Tomasulo, Jessie Pearl, Maya Wu, Allegra Bark, just to name a few of them, who were very excellent players. Jessie Pearl actually still plays for the Vikings. This is her senior year. But the captains like Tomasulo, Wu, Bark, and others graduated after that. They lost 2-0 in the final, as back on it here is Brunt at the shot, and that's going to be right at Werner. 8:35 left to go in this one. But that was quite the final. Sage Creek ended up winning that one 2-0. And then we did a Division I final that same season in the playoffs, as Flores will try to win this one back for the Cavers. Hurd, and that's going to fall to Bozinovic, who will play it out wide to Rogers. But yeah, we had Steel Canyon, and then we had Del Norte. That was the Division I final. And that Del Norte Nighthawks team, as Brigham wins this ball back very well for the Cavers. Still Kate Brigham. Brigham on the move. Brigham keeps it in play. Now Lombardo tries to chase. It falls to Flores. Here's Caitlin Flores. Flores, and she's dispossessed off the ball, Caitlin Flores. But like I was saying, that Del Norte team, well, what a team they had. Lauren Wheeler was on that squad, who was very fast and pacey. Emma Pitting on that squad, who had very good control with the ball, good foot skills, and she was quick. Lauren Grissom, who was just a midfield and an engine for that team. Very good team. I believe Pitting and Grissom are still on that squad. I think Wheeler might be as well. So they have retained key players as Agostini will play that in for Camila Rogers. Here's Camila Rogers. Big chance again for Rogers. Still Camila Rogers. Rogers 1-0! Camila Rogers does it again! Mills at it! 14 goals this season! 1-0 Cavers! The counterattack pays off! Chloe Agostini played that through ball in, and Rogers just outran everyone. And she'll take a breather as Prado is back on. VR comes on for Flores. And this time, the Cavers have taken the lead. Well, again, Rogers had a chance earlier, which she missed, and then she had another one. But this time around, she wasn't going to miss. Shiloh Hardeyes did everything she could, putting her off, trying to force Rogers to make a decision. But unfortunately for Hardeyes' sake, Rogers made the right one that time around and buried that ball in the back of the net. Well, I'm gonna tell you folks right now, like I said, that's the way that the Cavers are gonna beat this Mira Mesa side. Those quick through balls in behind that high line defense, and Agostini did so brilliantly. And again, the pace of Rogers, and now here's the pace of Valentina Prado out on the left wing. Here's Prado trying to cut it back to her right boot, and that's gonna be out for a throw-in with 6 minutes left to go in this first half. But again, folks, like I was saying, just the pace of these Caver attack, Rogers, Galliana, Agostini, Prado, it literally does not matter. They're all quick enough to do something like that. And a fantastic finish from Rogers to put them up 1-0 again. Now here's Balzinovic. Here's VR. Oh, still Kate VR. Hardeyes is going to have to clear this one. It's cleared. Well, it went to Prado's left boot. And here's Valentina Prado still. And Prado wins a throw-in. Prado takes it quickly to Lombardo. Lombardo, and they're dispossessed off the ball. Now here come the Marauders. And Shea O'Connor just got nutmegged, but it'll fall to Balzinovic. Zoe. This is McAvoy. VR. And Agostini will give chase, and Chloe Agostini will win that ball back, and she's fouled. Surely that's a foul. Yes, it is. Fouled that time by Mariah Newberry. So then 5 minutes left to go in this one. Again, folks, subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a like. Actually, I want everyone to leave a like right now. If you saw Camila Rogers' goal, leave a like. If you like that goal, leave a like on this video. And hopefully the Cavers can hang on to this one and win this game, win this match. So go ahead, do that if you haven't already. As O'Connor will look to play it to Prado down the line here. Here's Valentina Prado. Prado for Lombardo. And Lombardo, she almost got there in time. Now it's brought down by Toman. Prado's there on the intercept. Prado, she tried to pick out Agostini initially. Here's Juliet Law. Law, trying to bring the ball down. And here's Hurd. Now here is Colton. Colton plays it back to Ada Werner. Werner out wide for Brigham. Well done from the Cavers. Brigham. McAvoy on the turn. She's dispossessed. Back to Toman. Tori Toman. Now Toman wants to have a run. Toman out on the right wing using her pace. Toman crosses it in. Shot! It's wide! Well, that was a big chance for the Marauders to equalize. Jaina Blanchard just missing the target there. So then, here's the goal kick. Ada Werner. Oh, man, she nearly kicked that right to Toman, but it went over her head. So throw in for the Marauders then. 3.5 left to go in this one. 1-0 Cavers. Here is the throw in. Brought down by Hurd. That ball's whipped into the box. Takes a bounce, and Werner gets there in time. Well, dear me. The Marauders with another big chance to try to nick it that time, but it couldn't fall in their favor. Now here's Lombardo to Agostini. Agostini. Balzinovic trying to find Prado. Lombardo does find Valentina Prado. Here's Valentina Prado. And she's thwarted really well by Josephine Thibodeau. Excellent defending from Thibodeau, because if she didn't do that, Prado would have been in. So then, Brigham. McAvoy. O'Connor will try to switch the focal point of play completely. So throw in to be played. It looks like Haley Colton will do it.
I guess she says he can't see.
So Pennick will come on for Charlize McAvoy.
Unless he's on the wrong.
So here's Haley Colton. Colton with the throw-in.
No, DC.
Ball takes a bounce. Here's Josephine Thibodeau. And that's going to be a Caver throw-in. It should be. Or oh, no, it's a Marauder throw-in. My bad. So then, it will be Blanchard to throw this one in. Blanchard. And by the way, folks, we are under 2 minutes left here at Balboa Stadium, which means all official time is now up to the referee. As Brigham will just drill a long ball forward, and Valentina Prado's giving chase. Hard Eyes will come off her line to clear this one. Well done by Shiloh Hard Eyes. Here's Balzinovich. Balzinovich. And Prado putting the pressure on that Marauder backline. O'Connor trying to win it back. She does. Still Shea O'Connor. Oh, look at that. Now she's trying to play it for Prado. And that's going to go out of play for a Caver throw-in. Here's O'Connor.
But that's the way it's supposed to be.
Here's O'Connor looking for her options. O'Connor down the line for Prado. Prado brings it down well. Now Prado will try a long through ball, but that might be a little too far for even Agostini to give chase. And that is the case, as Shore will look to throw this one in. Here's Mia Shore. Shore throws it in. Headed down by Colton. Headed out. Colton to throw this one in. Colton with the throw in. Ball takes a bounce again. Here's Lombardo trying to find Agostini. Agostini around Shore. Agostini still. She falls down, but no call there, and a good no call there. It was all ball. Now, the Marauders trying to send a lot of numbers forward. Here's Brigham to Pennick. Pennick trying to clip it through. And here's Colton. Colton for VR. VR. And Agostini was pointing. I don't think she was pointing in her direction, as Shore will play this back to Hard Eyes. Hard Eyes, back to Mia Shore. Mia Shore. And that's going to be won by the Cavers again. So again, folks, subscribe if you haven't already. As the referee blows his whistle for halftime, then your JV Cavers have a 1-0 lead over the visiting Mira Mesa Marauders. The lone goal scored by Mills, Camila Rogers, her 14th goal of the season. So then, hopefully we can see more of that in the second half from the Cavers. By the way, folks, again, subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a like on the video as well. And also, we are live streaming, so in the live chat feature down below, tell us where you're watching from, who you're rooting for, who your favorite player is, or players. You could have more than one. I know I do. So then, also, go to our website, gksports.org, where you can find all of our social media platforms and outlets, where you could also find more Caver highlights, Coronado highlights, Cathedral highlights, and Grossmont Foothiller highlights. Our social media outlets being GK Sports 1 Twitter. Catch us on the double on Instagram, GK Sports 2, where I do live interviews with coaches and players alike. And, of course, GK Sports Facebook. So make sure you go and give all that a follow. And, of course, our sponsor at TCT Tax. Don't forget about them. Get your taxes done with them. They are the best in the business. Go see them on their website, tct-tax.com. And we will see you at the resumption and the beginning of the second half. Microphone. All right, well, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Balboa Stadium, home of your very own San Diego Cavers girls JV and varsity. Call it the greatest sport in the world, the most beautiful sport in the world, football. So, here are the starting 11 for your Cavers coming out. You have Ada Werner in goal. Then you have Juliet Law, Tara Moses are the center halves. O'Connor and is that Colton? Colton are the left wing back, right wing back partnership. Balzinovich is the 6. Hyde, Penick, and Lombardo are the rest of the midfield. And Prado and Agostini are the 2 forwards starting the second half for your Cavers. So then that ball will roll out of play. And again, the varsity players for your Cavers are making their way here to Balboa Stadium, San Diego. That's where we're at right now currently. Tell us on the live stream where you're watching at, as the Mira Mesa varsity are also making their way over. Here's Balzinovich. Penick trying to battle for this ball. Good physical play there from the 2. And here's Juliet Law. And she puts it out of play. Throw in to the Marauders. It will be taken by Jana Blanchard. So, we will see when Rogers will make her return to the pitch. Blanchard with the throw in. Down the line, and that should go out for a goal kick. It shouldn't be too troubling, and that's exactly what will happen. So here's Werner then. Brigham warming up on the touchline. Rogers awaiting as well. Here's Moses. O'Connor. Still Shea O'Connor. Dispossessed off the ball. Oh, now they have a big chance here, the Marauders. Here's Hurd. Hurd looking for some room to shoot. She's forced wide. Cuts it back to her left boot. Hurd. And that ball's played back out. Cross back to Ashley Hurd. Hurd looking for some room to shoot. And it's going to be cleared in the end by Colton. And sent right back the other way by Carolina Ramirez. Now Lombardo. Here's Abigail Hyde. Here's Hyde. Hyde to Penick. Penick for Prado. Prado. Trying to use her pace out on the right wing, Valentina Prado, and she is using her pace. Still Prado, and Prado is dispossessed, but not before it goes out for a Caver throw-in. So then, here's Haley Colton to throw this one in. Again, folks, your Cavers are leading 1-0. Camila Rogers with the lone goal in this one. 14th goal of the season. And that's going to fall to Hyde. Hyde has a go, and Shiloh Hardeyes is there for the routine save. That being Chloe Agostini's 6th assist of the season, by the way. Here's O'Connor trying to pick out Chloe Agostini. Speaking of her, the speedy Agostini, as we call her, the Italian player, as O'Connor, the Irish gal, will look to throw this one in for the Cavers. O'Connor. And that's going to fall over to the forward. Here's Moses. Moses wrestled off the ball, and that's going to be a throw into the Marauders. Now, speaking of Chloe Agostini and her being Italian and whatnot, you know, the Italian men's team, who are the European champions throughout the pandemic delayed season, they beat England in the Euros finals on penalties, if you all can remember that. And Italy look to try to make the World Cup this season. As, the forward for the Marauders takes a fall, and that's going to be a foul. But, yeah, so Italy, their men's team doing very, very well at the moment. Their women's team also on the rise. They had a decent run in the Women's World Cup. As this ball will be pinged forward by the defense. There's the ball in. Flicked on. What a flick that was. And Werner comes to claim it. Good shielding from Haley Colton there. Werner. Flicked on by Thibodeau. And now it's going to be laid off wide for Blanchard. Blanchard. Now this is Newberry. Newberry trying to make her way through. And Balzinovich will try to clear it. And it's going to fall back to Blanchard. Blanchard. And Penick does really well to win it back. Now here's Prado. Man on to Penick. Pennick, back to Valentina Prado. Prado holding up the play. Prado crossing it to the middle for Lombardo. Lombardo, oh, and she couldn't get there in time. And now here's Juliet Law trying to drill it back forward. Here's Ashley Hurd. Hurd, oh, skinned two Cavers there as she finds the wide girl. Here's Newberry playing it back to Blanchard. Blanchard trying to ping it forward for Newberry, and that has gone out of play. Speaking of national teams, as you all know, the World Cup, as the referee has blown his whistle, oh boy, I think Pennick got knocked in the head there. And yeah, Pennick is down, and that's not a good sign. Hopefully she'll be okay. This will probably be an immediate substitution, especially a blow to the head, you would assume. But looks like she'll be okay. All right, that's good. But like I was saying about national teams, you know, World Cup is in Qatar this year, 2022. The Men's World Cup, that is. As Pennick will try to get back immediately involved. The World Cup qualifier still going on, especially in CONCACAF. They're in the final stages of it now, as that ball will roll to Werner harmlessly. Canada being at the top of the group, and how far have they come just as a program, as a team, the Canadian national team. They are the real deal. They are no joke anymore. Mexico and the U.S. keeping the 2 and 3 spots. I know Panama's right on both of their tails, so a very competitive CONCACAF this season, which is what you like to see. Continuous growth in these countries for the beautiful game. So here's Shiloh Hardeyes. And the She Believes Cup, by the way, is right around the corner as well. So the U.S. Women National Team, the back-to-back defending Women's World Cup champions, will be playing shortly as well. And it's always fun to see them play. They have such a high standard for when it comes to this game. I mean, 4 World Cups. That is quite the achievement indeed. And again, their expectations are always high. Everyone expects them to win every single match they play. They're expected to beat everyone. Again, just the bar doesn't get raised any higher than the U.S. Women's National Team. It really doesn't, as Colton will throw this one in. And I believe, if I remember correctly, Alex Morgan and Megan Rapinoe were left off of the roster for She Believes, if I remember correctly. Going to have to look that one still, as here's Prado. Prado out wide for Olivia Pennick. Pennick giving chase to this ball. And here's the shielding, and that's going to be a goal kick for the Marauders. But you could get all those stories, by the way, what I'm talking about, at GK Sports Facebook, where we do post there, and that's where the conversation is happening because, again, we are at the game. So that ball is going to be played out wide. Here come the Marauders again. Ball's threaded through. And Colton will get on the end of this one. She's trying to pick out Prado. She does pick out Prado. Here's Valentina Prado. Prado, and it's to Pennick. Pennick trying to cross it for Abigail Hyde on the left wing. Hyde shoots, and it's wide. So Shiloh Hardeyes, not much to go off of there. 31 minutes, 57 seconds left to go in this one. 1-0 Cavers still. You know, speaking of the women's game, I just have to say, folks, it has grown so much over the years, and I think right now is the best time to be a part of women's football in general. I mean, the girls are so good nowadays. They really are. They're world class. They're doing just about anything you can imagine. You know, they can do tricks just as good as the men. They can do, again, just about anything, which is, you know, another reason why I love this sport. And again, it is a very good time to be a part of women's football. And again, San Diego is getting their own professional NWSL team, where Alex Morgan is the star of that team. Signed her this summer for the San Diego Wave, who will be playing some games at Snapdragon Stadium as Prado tries to win this ball back. Look at the work rate of Valentina Prado. Lombardo tries to throw in a challenge. Here's Agostini. Agostini tries to drill it in, and Hardeyes will claim it. But yeah, the Wave will play some of their games at Snapdragon Stadium, their opening inaugural season for the NWSL. Another team that I'm very familiar with that will be playing some of their games there as well is the San Diego State University women's soccer team. So that's going to be a lot of fun. as Colton will try to charge this ball down, and Colton will win a throw-in for the Cavers, I believe. Yeah. So then Colton will throw this one in. But speaking of the, again, the women's game, especially in Europe, it has really taken off in Europe as well. One of the best European women's teams out there is the French national team, as Lombardo is here. England is good as well, but France really sticks out to me. The players they have internationally all around, as Rogers is back on for the Cavers, as that's going to trickle out of play. Jamie DeVries will throw it in. But yeah, that France team, I believe if they had beaten the U.S. women's national team in that quarterfinal match all the way back in 2019, I believe they would have went on to win it all the way, because the roster they had is just unbelievable. It's still unbelievable, the team they have. You know, Amandine Henry, an excellent midfielder. Valerie Galvan, an excellent forward. You have Bouhadi, who is a quality goalkeeper in that side. Wendy Reynard, who is a 6'2" center half, which for, you know, in the women's game is quite tall. You don't see too many of those. You have Eugene Le Sommer, who is an excellent winger. And speaking of wingers, here's Mira Mesa, winger, trying to cause some havoc for the Cavers. And that will be out of play, throw into the San Diego. But yeah, Le Sommer is another one. One of my personal favorites, Delphine Cascarino, who is said to be the fastest women's player in the world. She is quite pacey. She plays for them, as Moses will come off and Brigham will come on to replace her. But yeah, again, that French side just has a lot of quality, a lot of star players on that side. Don't forget Mbak Bathi, I hope I'm saying her name correctly, who is also another great attacker for that French side. As this ball is played to Blanchard. Here's Blanchard cutting it back, and Balzinovic will be there to ping it to Valentina Prado, the Colombian star trying to turn. Here's Valentina Prado again. Prado on the turn. Still Valentina Prado, leaves it for Kate VR. VR will lay it off for Agostini. Oh, and she just missed it, Chloe Agostini. She'll win it back. Agostini, Lombardo, and that will be cleared all the way to the Marauder forward. Now she lays it off. Played out to the right wing. Now here is where the Marauders can throw in a cross. Here's Rihanna Goff. Goff, and Juliet Law does well defensively to win it back for the Cavers. Here's Lombardo. Trying to find Chloe Agostini. Agostini. And here's Rogers. Here's Camila Rogers with some space and some time. Here's Prado. Prado on the turn. Still Prado. Here's Agostini for Camila Rogers. Now this is better from the Cavers. Still Camila Rogers trying to use her pace to outrun the defense. Here's Shiloh Hardeyes, and Hardeyes will clear. You can see the initial idea there from Camila Rogers, who again has the lone goal of this game, currently the game-winning goal. And now battling for it here. Juliet Law will converge on this, and Law has won a throw-in for the Cavers. So then, Haley Colton to throw this one in for the Cavers. Colton. Throw in played. Ball takes a bounce, headed on. Here's Kate VR. VR. Lombardo. Here's Penelope Lombardo. Blanchard. Comes off of VR. Blanchard pings it down the line. And giving chase is the Mesa winger, and Law will just have to shield this ball out for a goal kick. 26 minutes and 47 seconds left to go in this one. As the referee has blown his whistle, and well, what's going on here? Well, I'm not too sure why the two center referees have stopped play, but they must have had a talk or a discussion somewhat. Here's the shot, and it's wide. Shot by Tiara Newberry. Werner will have another goal kick to take. Werner plays it short to Juliet Law. Here's Law. Law. Oh, that's a dangerous area to lose that ball, and Law will put it out for a throw-in. So the Marauder press giving the Caver backline a lot of problems. Here's Jana Blanchard. Blanchard to throw this one in. Maybe she has those throw-in arms where she could just chuck one into the box. Yes, it looks to be the case. Headed out by Colton. That should be a corner kick for the Marauders, and it will be. So the Marauders, if you remember from last time out, scored both of their goals in the second half of this one as they look to do something extremely similar here. Here's Josephine Thibodeau to take the corner kick. Thibodeau whips it in. It's a good corner as well. Headed on. Flicked on. Oh, it's gone wide again. Well, I think if that had been on target, I had a very good chance of going in the back of the net. So then, the Marauder press, they have a lot of numbers forward. Werner, oh, and she's given that one away. Here's the shot, and it's gone wide again. Well, if the Marauders keep this kind of press up, it's going to be very difficult for the Cavers. As, yeah, Werner says, I'm done with this, and they're going to have Kate Brigham do the goal kicks. So here's Brigham. She'll ping the ball further down the pitch. Prado gives chase. And that ball is sent right back the way it came. O'Connor brought it down, but it came off of her thigh. Throw into the Marauders as they look to move quickly here. Jamie DeVries. Riley's warming up on the touchline. Here's DeVries. Here's Lombardo on the turn. Lombardo trying to pick out one of her mates there. Played forward again. Here's Colton. Colton. Prado trying her hand defensively. Here's Blanchard. Blanchard makes a move around VR. Here come the Marauders. Much better here. Here's Ashley Hurd. Hurd on the left wing. Still Ashley Hurd. Hurd cuts it back. Hurd laying it off. Here's the cross, and Werner should have that easily, and she will. And the referee indicates that it's going to be a goal kick as the Marauders bench wanted a corner. And Brigham will take the goal kick. So here's Kate Brigham then for the Cavers. Kate the Great. Brigham drills it. Intercepted by the Marauders. Brigham brings it back down, and that's going to be a throw-in for the Cavers. Substitution to be made. Charlize McAvoy will be making her way on the pitch with 23 minutes and 18 seconds left to go in this second half. 1-0 to the Cavers. Ashley Hurd will look to make her way off the pitch for the Marauders. And coming on is Mila Frierson. Here's Agostini. Sent back in by Thibodeau. Juliet Law brings it down. And that ball's going to be played wide. Crossed in, and Werner will have it. So if the Cavers, want to put a little bit more distance between them and the Marauders, it's going to have to go through another counter-attacking goal because the Marauders' press has just been excellent this whole second half as McAvoy takes a fall. Here's Blanchard. Blanchard, little 1-2 down the wing. Law converges. And Law, here's Balzinovich who will play it out. And Prado has to track back again. And Prado has won a throw-in for the Cavers. So Haley Colton to get it with 22 minutes and 18 seconds left to go in this one. Again, folks, subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a like on the video if you also haven't already. We have recently hit over 1,000 subscribers this season, and we look to continue to grow that number, continue to just grow the channel and the company in general, as Agostini will get on the end of this. Again, we have a live chat, live stream feature. So make sure to tell us where you're watching from in the world, who you're rooting for, who your favorite players are. We want to know that here at GK Sports since we're at the game. Again, we are here in beautiful San Diego, California, right down the freeway. And right by the San Diego Zoo as well. Mariah Newberry will be substituted off for the Marauders. And coming on to replace her, as soon as I get the number for you, I will say who it is. Blanchard to throw it in. I believe it's Toman, Tori Toman. Here's Blanchard. Blanchard. And here they come again, and that should go out for a goal kick, and it will. So Tori Toman, a danger girl for the Marauders, scored in their 2-0 victory against the Cavers last time out. Now she looks to do something similar, get an equalizer, maybe even the game winner. That ball's pinged up the pitch. Here's Balzinovich. Comes off of her boot a little awkwardly. Brigham will play it out. So then here is Jasmine DeVries. So DeVries to throw this one in with 20.5 minutes left to go in this one. Here's DeVries. DeVries. O'Connor gets in the way. Agostini tries to get in the way. Throw in Cavers. Here's O'Connor. O'Connor trying to take it quickly. Here's Agostini to Lombardo. Lombardo trying to find Rogers that time. Now it's brought down by Fordyce. Fordyce trying to bring it down still. Sent out wide to the right wing, and O'Connor will shield that out for a throw-in. O'Connor. It's going to be one back in the middle, and that ball is going to be played out. So another goal kick for the Cavers, as Olivia Pennick will look to come back onto the pitch. She'll come on for Penelope Lombardo. So then, Agostini to switch positions. She'll be playing a little more attacking-minded now, Chloe Agostini. Brigham trying to pick out Camila Rogers. She'll find Agostini instead. Agostini trying to play it down the line. Brought down by the Mira Mesa center half there. And now they reset play. They've really been trying to attack that right wing for the last couple of minutes, it feels now. Now they're going to switch it over to Blanchard. Here's Blanchard. Here is Newberry. And Colton will try to clear. Here's Haley Colton. Still Colton. Colton trying to pick out Valentina Prado. Prado trying to pick out Agostini. Agostini trying to play it through to Camila Rogers. Agostini trying to find Camila Rogers. Now she does. Rogers crossing it back over to Prado. And McAvoy will get on this one. And Prado will give chase out on the right wing. And Prado. And a good turn there from Alexis Santos. Now here's Colton. Long ball that's going to fall to Shiloh Hardeyes. So here's Shiloh with 18 minutes, 10 seconds left to go in this one. Hardeyes. And that's going to be headed in. Kept in play well by the winger. She continues her run. Balzinovich wins it back. Here's Agostini. Oh, a little Ronaldo chop there from Chloe Agostini. Here's Pennick. And the ball's given away. So, Mira Mesa back on the attack. Here's McAvoy. Pennick. Just trying to find Rogers. Here's Camila Rogers, who hasn't had much of a sniff this whole second half. Still Rogers. Still Camila Rogers. Rogers trying to thread it through. I think she tried to pick out Prado or Agostini, one of the two. And that ball's going to fall to Brigham. Kate. So the ball just ping-ponging back and forth here. No team really having possession in the last minute or so. The Marauders trying to change that narrative. And here's Colton again. Colton. Dispossessed off the ball. Oh, excellent turn there from Tiara Newberry. Here's Newberry. Body feigning her way through. Crossing it in the box, and O'Connor is there to clear it. And O'Connor gets applause from the crowd. Here's Agostini. Blanchard. Agostini still. Agostini picks out Valentina Prado, and now Prado is thwarted. Pennick, and that's going to be a little too much for Prado to give chase. It'll fall back to Shiloh Hardeyes. So the Marauders team, the Cavers look a bit fatigued out there, if I'm being quite honest, as Hardeyes will boot this one away. Here's Colton. Here's Balzinovich. Zoe trying to win this ball back. And here's the long ball sent forward, and giving chase is Toman. Toman, and Brigham does really well shielding Toman off that ball so Werner can get to it. Werner. Agostini brings it down for McAvoy. Excellently done. McAvoy loses possession. Thibodeau gets in the way. And now here's Colton. Colton down the line. And it's going to fall to the Mira Mesa center half here. Now she clips it to the other side. Now they play it down the right wing, and O'Connor will let this go out. Or will she? No, she won't. Still Shea O'Connor. Balzinovich. And the referee has blown his whistle to stop play, so a Mira Mesa Marauder player is down. I'm not too sure who, but hopefully she'll be okay. So while that happens, folks, I just want to say, if you haven't already, you can subscribe and leave a like, especially if you're enjoying the game. Also, for the second season running, we have been partnered with and sponsored with our boys, TCT Tax. Let me tell you, folks, TCT Tax will help you with all types of your taxes. They will maximize your refunds and lower your taxes. Don't let the IRS from levying your house or your bank accounts and anything you enjoy in life. Go with TCT Tax. Do your taxes with them. Go see them on their website, tct-tax.com. As a substitution is made, Jamie DeVries will make her way off the pitch, and I believe Mia Shore comes on to replace her. So go ahead and do that. Again, leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already as well. It means a lot to us here at GK Sports if you do so. Follow us on all our social media outlets as well. GK Sports 1 is our Twitter. Catch us on the double on Instagram, GK Sports 2, where I do live interviews with coaches and players alike, as Santos will boot this. Colton misses it. Now here is Newberry. Blanchard for Newberry. Newberry down this left wing. Newberry squares it to the middle. Who can get there first? And it looks like O'Connor got there first, and she had to. Now Pennick trying to play it to Camila Rogers. They reset all the way to Shiloh Hardeyes, who hasn't had a whole lot to do this second half. Prado gives chase, and that's going to be a Caver throw-in. O'Connor having a much better game than she did the first time these two played. So then, substitutes. O'Connor will make her way off the pitch. Moses will replace her. And Lombardo is back on for the Cavers as well. Here's Colton. Pennick. Lombardo. And Colton will try to drill it in the direction of Camila Rogers. Pennick brings it back down. Still Olivia Pennick. And now it's back to the Marauders. Here's Juliet Law. Law for Agostini. Now here's Balzinovich for Lombardo. Lombardo for Agostini. Better passing here from the Cavers. Agostini trying to pick out Valentina Prado on the right wing. Here's Prado. Prado! And Hardeyes beats her to it. And she hops right back on the ball. And oh no. Oh no. That ankle for Valentina Prado as she goes down injured again. Second straight game against Mira Mesa where she's got an injured Valentina Prado. Well, Shiloh Hardeyes just checked on her there. Again, they're club teammates, so they're big fans of each other. And okay, good. Prado looks to be okay. But again, excellent work rate from Prado and excellent goalkeeping from Shiloh Hardeyes. And an excellent pass from Chloe Agostini as well. So Hardeyes pings it away. Pennick gives chase, so does Balzinovich. Moses collides. Balzinovich again throwing in a challenge. And now they're going to play it out wide to the right wing. Now the Marauders, they can do something really big here. Brigham collapses, and Brigham does well to force a throw-in that the Marauders have to take. Rihanna Goff. 12 minutes left to go in this one. Not too much time left. The Cavers still lead this match 1-0. As a substitution will happen for the Marauders. Well, I'm trying to see where the ball has gone at because it is a Mira Mesa throw-in. And now there's the ball. I don't know where the other one went. Not entirely too sure. And here's the throw-in to be played. Throw-in played, takes a bounce, and that's going to be a free kick to the Cavers in their own box. So then, the whistle goes their way, and Brigham will boot this one away. Here's Kate Brigham, one of the captains of the team this season. Brigham. Lombardo for Agostini. Agostini trying to thread one through for Camila Rogers, and getting there in time was the center half. Now Pennick for Prado. Here's Valentina Prado trying to flick it for Rogers or Agostini, one of the two. Agostini. Pennick. Pennick, long ball out on the right wing. Blanchard brings it down, And Prado shields it for a Caver throw-in. Well done, Valentina. Here's Colton still. Haley Colton with the throw-in. Here's Pennick. Lombardo. Back to Pennick. And that's going to be a free kick to the... Is that to the Cavers? Yes, it is. So the Cavers with a set-piece opportunity finally in this second half. And I mean a set-piece opportunity that isn't in their own half. So Haley Colton from 40 yards out. Now, the last time the Cavers scored off of a set piece like this was against Mount Carmel. Colton whipped in a ball, and Kate VR got on the end of it, which proved to be a very good goal indeed. Now, here's Colton. Colton goes for goal, and Hard Eyes will claim it harmlessly. So 10 minutes left in this one, plus additional time due to the injuries and substitutions of this game. Now, speaking of Kate VR, she will be making her way onto the pitch right now, and she'll come on for the Colombian star Valentina Prado, who will take a much-needed breather. I wonder if Prado's night is done, especially after that injury, well, not injury scare, but she was down on the ground for a minute there, as Moses will track this ball back. Here's Tara Moses, and she'll just put it out of play. Bearing down on her was Marissa Boomenlag. So Mia Shore to throw this one in for the Marauders, as the Marauders varsity has just about arrived, all of them. You can see them on the Marauder touchline. They're warming up, and the Cavers varsity is warming up as well, as they play next at 6 o'clock. And is that who I think it is? Yes, it is. So Adriana Martin, who was a big question for the Marauders coming into this game, number 32, is now in this game for them, and she has fresh
legs. Her nickname is Chopsticks, by the way, for those of you who don't know. I learned that through her club mates and coach. So with Chopsticks on the pitch, that is a very big attacking threat for the Marauders, and the Cavers need to be wary of her, and they need to mark her well. Throw in Mira Mesa. Yeah, last time she got free against them, she caused nothing but problems, nothing but trouble. So, throw-in to be played. Here's the throw-in. It bounces all the way through. It falls. They could have a go here, Mira Mesa. I think they're trying to. They just didn't have the space to shoot. And here's Pennick, who will try to clear it. Mia Shore whips it back in. Balzinovich will clear it herself this time. That ball takes a bounce, and Agostini will give chase. Here's Chloe Agostini trying to win the ball back for the Cavers. Look at the work rate of Agostini. And now here's Juliet Law. Balzinovich. And that's going to fall to Werner. It should, and it will. So. So then, here's Agostini winning the ball back for the Cavers. She's been quite the catalyst for them in this game. And whoa, what a long direct ball that was. Werner will have to be alert and off her line, and she is. As playing that up the pitch was Santos. Now Werner trying to find Pennick, who tried to find Rogers. Here's Mia Shore. We'll play it back to Shiloh Hard Eyes. Hard Eyes back to Mia Shore. And Rogers trying to keep that ball in play, and she does, or no, she didn't. 6:50 left to go in this one. Another double substitution for the Marauders. 1-0 Cavers still. Thrown to be played. O'Connor's back on the pitch, and Prado is back on the pitch as well. Moses is off. VR is off. So this is who the Cavers, I assume, will finish with. And all the players for the Marauders, I assume, they'll try to finish this game out with as well. Again, I don't think Adriana Martin. I don't think Adriana Martin will be going off anytime soon. Again, she picked up a tailbone injury against Patrick Henry's JV, which is why she was a big question mark coming into this one for Mira Mesa. But obviously, they need her there. They need her attacking threat. They need a goal from her. As she goes down, Martin goes down. And that's going to be a throw-in for the Cavers. She has a big smile on her face after she went down, Adriana Martin. Yeah. Good sign, definitely. So here's Haley Colton. Colton. And that's going to be another caver throw in for Haley Colton to take. Colton. Prado. And Prado gets the better of Martin that time, winning that ball. Here's Camila Rogers, and they've won it back, Mira Mesa. Oh, look at this run from the center half. And here is Martin on the ball. Martin. Oh, and she tried to play it back to her center half there. She picked out one. Mira Mesa trying to hold possession, but it will be another caver throw-in. The Cavers have played very, very defensively this second half. Haven't had too many chances going forward. Now here's Agostini. Again, they're trying to get to a winning percentage of 500 as Brigham, surely she'll play this back to Werner. Yes, she will. And Werner just clears it. Well, she had to clear it just in time because Tori Toman was bearing down upon goal. Well, the Marauders still have quite a bit of time to try to find an equalizer. 4 minutes, 33 seconds left in this one. Here's Pennick. One back by Mia Shore. Shore. Here's Lombardo. Lombardo. It falls to Pennick. Pennick to Rogers. Rogers trying to clip it for Agostini. And the Marauder backline is there again. Now Chopsticks is calling for it out on the left wing, and Colton does really well to thwart that. Now here's Prado. Prado trying to find Rogers. Rogers tried a little 1-2 there with Valentina. Now here's Agostini. Balzinovic. Rogers. Oh, she tried to get past the center half there. Brigham. Back to Balzinovic. And that ball's to Toman. Toman trying to use her strength there, and Law will outmuscle her that time. Now this ball will fall to Lombardo. Lombardo. Trying to thread one through for Rogers. Excellent defending there. A good step from the Mira Mesa defense. Now she wants to join the attack, and Colton is there. They're really trying to get it to Adriana Martin, and why not? Thrown to the Cavers. Here is Colton. Colton. Here's Prado. Back to Haley Colton. And it's another throw-in for the Cavers with 3 minutes and 5 seconds left to go in this one. They still lead 1-0. Lombardo. Colton. Trying to find Rogers, and that will be sent out of... Oh, look at that. Toman keeps it in. Here's Colton. Colton. Still Colton, and Toman wins it back. Excellently done by Toman. Here's Toman down on the left wing. Toman trying to cut it back. Toman trying her foot skills. Still Toman. And she'll give it to Chopsticks. Here's Martin. Crossing it to the middle. Great cross. Toman still. And it goes over the head. Now Prada will get back defensively, and it's a good thing she did. Throw into the Cavers. Again, folks, subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a like on this video. And also, we have a live chat, live stream feature. So make sure to tell us where you're watching from, who you're rooting for, who your favorite players are. And don't forget about our sponsor, TCT Tax, who will help you with all your taxes, maximizing your refunds and lowering your taxes. Remember to go check them out afterwards. Their website, tct-tax.com. As that will go out for a throw-in for the Marauders. So here's Agostini. And she wanted a foul there, but she didn't get one. Brigham gets in the way. Here's Camila Rogers trying to bring it down. Mills trying to find Prado, and that's going to go out of play. By the way, we are under 2 minutes left here at Balboa Stadium, which means all official time is now up to the referee and company. Now here's Lombardo picking up Prado. Prado. Oh, look at that piece of skill from Valentina Prado. She's trying to cross it to Rogers. Rogers gets there in time. Here's Agostini. Agostini trying to thread it through for Camila Rogers, and Hard Eyes is off her line to claim it. Well, Martin tries to keep that in, and Adriana Martin does well to keep it in. Hopefully the Cavers can hold on here. They're not looking for a last-minute equalizer from the Marauders. Scripps Ranch scored a last-gasp game winner last time, well, on Tuesday night, which was a heartbreaker for the Cavers. But again, folks, all of our social media outlets are on our website, gksports.org. As the Mira Mesa bench was yelling at Mia Shore that it wasn't a throw-in and it was a free kick. Here's the cross, last chance. It's going to fall out. Here's Prado. Prado just has to send this forward shortly. She gives it to Lombardo. Now Lombardo plays it forward. Coach Madeline telling the Cavers to push up the pitch. They look fatigued out there. The Cavers do. They look absolutely exhausted. They've been defending this whole second half, and that ball's going to fall through to Werner. So can the Cavers hold on to this 1-0 lead? Again, the Cavers JV squad hasn't tied a game all season long, and neither have their varsity. Oh, and that came off Agostini last. Lombardo misses it, and the referee has blown his whistle for full time. The Cavers JV hangs on strong. 1-0, the final scoreline. Mills got the goal. Camila Rogers, her 14th of the season, proved to be the game winner. And Agostini's 6th assist of the season. So a hard-fought win for the Cavers as they are back to 500, their winning percentage. Well, that's going to do it all, folks. Make sure to stick around for the varsity game that's going to happen in less than half an hour. You're not going to want to miss that matchup as the varsity team looks to get back to winning ways themselves. But anyways, folks, again, subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a like, and don't go anywhere because we will be doing the varsity game very, very shortly. I am your commentator, Joshua Pengen. On live stream, camera, and audio duties is company owner and CEO Greg K. Porter, and we will see you shortly after this one. Microphone off.